following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, the home for great games.
Hello, football fans, and we're closing out the 2025 season with the American Conference National Conference All-Star Game. Hi again, everybody. Glenn Walker joining you from the Replay Sports Channel studios. In just a few moments, we're going to take you out to Tampa, Florida, Majestic Motors Stadium, where we're bringing back the All-Star Game. Haven't had the annual All-Star Game for the last couple of years. 2019 was the last edition. Taken a couple of years off, but we're bringing it back. And we're going to showcase some great players for you playing the final game of the WFL 25 calendar. And before we take you down to the field for the start of the game, again, let's introduce some of those All-Stars. We do have some players who picked up some injuries toward the end of the season, and we do have those alternates that we'll tell you about here shortly. At quarterback, these are the players that you'll be seeing for the American Conference. Baker Mayfield, Justin Herbert. Tua Tagovailoa was injured in the playoff game against New Jersey. Patrick Mahomes will be taking his place. And on the National Conference side, be Jalen Hurts, Rookie of the Year, Bo Nix, and Josh Allen. Running back, Saquon Barkley making his third All-Star appearance. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, and Samaje Perine. And, of course, someone we've talked a lot about in the postseason, the Pantheon Bowl MVP, Derrick Henry, making his fourth All-Star appearance. Bijan Robinson, Kyren Williams, and C.J. Ham. And for the wide receivers, we had two rookies who could not make it because of injury. So no Malik Neighbors, no Ladd McConkey. So instead we're going to see DJ Moore, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, and Devontae Smith for the American squad. And for the national squad, Terry McLaurin, Jackson Smith-Jigba, rookie Brian Thomas Jr., and Cooper Kupp. Tight ends, Jonnu Smith and Zach Ertz. Ertz playing in his third All-Star game for the Nationals. Travis Kelce in his eighth All-Star game. And Trey McBride from Arizona. Offensive line, as you see there, of note, Tyler Biadasz from Detroit not going to be able to make it for this game. Connor McGovern will be taking his place over the ball at center. And then there you see in the National Conference a couple of notables there. Quinn Nelson making his fifth appearance for an All-Star game. Tristan Wirf in his third. The defensive lineman, Max Crosby, had to pull out due to injury. This is his third All-Star selection. Cam Hayward making his fifth. So in Crosby's place, we're going to see DC Defenders defensive end Aiden Hutchinson. For the Nationals, Chris Jones, fourth All-Star appearance. He's with the San Diego Fleet. Myles Garrett, the Defensive Player of the Year, will be making his sixth All-Star game appearance. The linebackers, Fred Warner, DC Defenders, making his fourth All-Star lineup. Bobby Wagner from the Detroit Wheels making his sixth. Micah Parsons not able to play today. Quincy Williams will play in his place. And over on the national side, Raquan Smith of Tampa Bay not able to go today. And there you see the players there. TJ Watt from Detroit playing in his 5th All-Star game. The defensive backs, a couple of injuries there to note for the American Conference. Christian Gonzalez of Philadelphia, Jamel Dean of St. Louis not able to go. And then on the national side, Reed Blankenship for Birmingham will also be out of today's game. And our special teams units, rookie Cam Little, part of 7 rookies who were named to the 2025 All-Star team. And that's how they break down by the numbers. St. Louis and Detroit leading the pack in the American Conference with 9 and 8 All-Stars respectively. And in the National Conference, Arizona and San Diego had the most as well. And we were mentioning earlier Travis Kelce. He now is in a tie with several players for 8 All-Star appearances. But the most goes to Peyton Manning, the Hall of Famer quarterback. Finished his career with 11. So it's almost kickoff time. We're going to take you down to the field, and our play-by-play announcer, I'll join you again at halftime. Enjoy the game, everybody. Thanks for watching on the Replay Sports Channel. Final game of what's been an incredible 2025 season. The return of the All-Star game. It'll be split between the American Conference and the National Conference.
Welcome to Majestic Motors Stat. Knicks in the shotgun. Knicks at the line. Knicks completes the pass to Smith and Jigba. Gain of 9. Witherspoon on the tackle. Second and 1. Knicks calls the signals. Knicks throws incomplete to Smith and Jigba. Witherspoon on the coverage. and 1 from the 34. Nix passes to Smith and Jigba, gain of 43, Warner on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 23. Nix completes the pass to Thomas, gain of 15, certain 2 with the tackle, first down. Williams on the sweep, touchdown NFC. Folk makes the extra point, NFC 7, AFC 0. The kick from Folk. Mahomes from the shotgun. Mahomes throws incomplete to Barkley. Mahomes passes to Barkley, gain of 32, Humphrey on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 48. Mahomes calls the signals. Mahomes is intercepted by Stingley, return of 5. Mahomes throws incomplete to St. Brown, Stingley on the coverage. Third and 10 at the 48. Mahomes calls the signals. Mahomes to Gibbs, gain of 2, Benito on the stop. Gillikin to punt. Codrington waiting inside his own 10. "46-yard punt by Gillikin, touchback. First and 10 from the 20. Knicks from the shotgun. Yard run by Williams, Warner on the tackle.
Okay, hold on.
Second and 7 from the 23. Knicks to Smith-Njigba, gain of 6, Witherspoon on the tackle. Third and 1. Knicks barks out the signals. Knicks passes to Smith-Njigba, gain of 13, Witherspoon on the tackle, first down.
Winston, what you
Ham on
doing,
the
bud?
carry, gain of 2, fumble recovered by Thomas, NFC maintains possession. Second and 8 from the 44. Knicks with the pass to Smith-Njigba, incomplete, Witherspoon on the coverage. Knicks brings them to the line. Third and 8. Knicks passes to Smith-Njigba, gain of 6, Murphy on the tackle. Fourth and 2 from the 50. Knicks to McBride, gain of 5, Branch on the tackle, first down. Timeout, NFC. Knicks to Smith-Njigba, incomplete, Witherspoon on the coverage. Second and 10 from the 45. Williams on the pitch, 6-yard gain, Williams on the tackle. Third and 4 at the 39. Current drive, 9 plays, 41 yards. They've used 5:09 on the clock. Knicks passes to Williams, 4-yard gain, Warner on the tackle. Play 45-yard drive. 5:16 off the clock. Knicks completes the pass to McBride, gain of 24, James with the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 11. Knicks to Smith and Jigba, incomplete, Witherspoon on the coverage. Current drive, 12 plays, 69 yards. 6:05 off the clock. Williams on the pitch, no gain, Hutchinson on the tackle. Third and 10 from the 11. Someone jumped. Possible free play for Knicks. Knicks completes the pass to Smith and Jigba, touchdown NFC. Folk converts the extra point, NFC 14, AFC 0. Folk to kick off. First and 10. Mahomes in the shotgun. Mahomes lost 4 on the play, fumble recovered by Mahomes, AFC maintains possession. Mahomes at the line. Mahomes throws incomplete to Gibbs. Second and 24 at the 11. NFC in a prevent. Mahomes is sacked by Williams, loss of 6. Third and 30. Mahomes at the line. Mahomes completes the pass to Barkley, 1-yard gain, McKinney on the tackle. Gillikin from punt formation. In his own end zone. A 51-yard punt by Gillikin, return of -1 by Codrington. NFC breaks the huddle. Shotgun formation. Knicks calling signals. Knicks with the pass to McBride, gain of 9, Branch on the tackle. Nix calling signals. Williams on the carry, 8-yard gain, James on the stop, first down. First and 10 at the 41. Williams on the carry, gain of 5, Hutchinson on the tackle. End of the first quarter, NFC 14, AFC 0. Second and 5 from the 36. Thomas is doubled at the line. Nix with the pass to Thomas, incomplete, certain 2 on the coverage. Third and 5 from the 36. Nix to McBride, 3-yard gain, Branch with the tackle. "51-yard attempt for Folk. The snap from Humphrey. Folk made the 51-yard field goal, NFC 17, AFC 0. The kick from Folk is downed by Carter. Mahomes from the shotgun. Mahomes completes the pass to Frazier, gain of 5, fumble recovered by Dotson, AFC maintains possession. Mahomes throws incomplete to Smith, Joseph with the coverage. Third and 5 from the 30. Gibbs on the draw, gain of 4, Garrett on the stop. Gilligan to punt. "53-yard punt by Gilligan, return of 20 by Codrington." Allen to Thomas, incomplete, certain 2 on the coverage. NFC breaks the huddle. NFC ahead by 17. Shotgun formation. Yard run by Robinson, Williams on the tackle. Third and 7 at the 36. Thomas is doubled at the line. Allen to Robinson, 11-yard gain, Cooper on the tackle, first down. Allen to Smith and Jigba, incomplete, Witherspoon with the coverage. Second and 10 from the 47. Allen on the carry, gain of 15, James on the tackle, first down. Allen calls the signals. Allen completes the pass to McBride, gain of 12, Branch on the tackle, first down. First and 10 at the 26. Allen barks out the signals. Robinson on the draw, no gain, Hayward on the stop. Robinson on the carry, gain of 2, Branch on the tackle. Third and 8 from the 24. Robinson gains 7 on the draw, James on the tackle. "35-yard attempt for Folk. Clean snap from Humphrey. The snap from Humphrey. Folk made the 35-yard field goal, NFC 20, AFC 0. Folk to kick off. AFC trailing by 20. First and 10 at the 25. 7:17 in the second. Mayfield in the shotgun. Mayfield completes the pass to Smith, loss of 1, Joseph on the tackle. Mayfield is intercepted by Humphrey, return of 0. Shotgun. Allen to McBride, incomplete, Branch on the coverage. Second and 10 from the 31. Allen at the line. Allen completes the pass to McBride, gain of 12, Branch on the tackle, first down. Williams on the carry, gain of 11, James with the tackle, first down. Williams with a 4-yard run, Branch on the stop. NFC up 20. Second and goal. 4:26 left in the second. Allen calls out the signals. Allen completes the pass to Smith and Jigba, touchdown NFC. The kick by Folk is good, NFC 27, AFC 0. The kick from Folk is down by Carter. First and 10. Shotgun formation. Mayfield on the sweep, 13-yard gain, Vaughn on the tackle, first down. AFC breaks the huddle. Mayfield is sacked by Garrett, loss of 6. AFC trailing by 27. Second and 16 at the 32. Mayfield is intercepted by Stingley, return of 24. NFC by 27. Allen in the shotgun. Allen to Ham, incomplete, Warner with the coverage. Second and 10. Williams gains 7 on the sweep, James on the tackle. Two-minute warning. Nationals ahead by 27. 3rd and 3 from the 35. 2 o'clock in the second. Allen to Robinson, incomplete, Williams on the coverage. "53-yard kick for Folk. Goal to hold. No easy kick here. The snap from Humphrey. Folk connects from 53 yards, NFC 30, AFC 0. Here's the kick from Folk. Shotgun formation. Mayfield barks out the signals. Mayfield throws incomplete to London, Humphrey on the coverage. Second and 10 at the 25. Mayfield completes the pass to St. Brown, gain of 5, Stingley on the tackle. Third and 5. Mayfield to Gibbs, loss of 1, Vaughn on the stop. Gillikin to punt. "53-yard punt by Gillikin, return of 12 by Codrington. NFC breaks the huddle. NFC leads by 30. First and 10. 1:06 in the second. Allen from the shotgun. Allen throws incomplete to Smith and Jigba, Witherspoon on the coverage. Allen to Thomas, incomplete, Certain 2 on the coverage. Third and 10 at the 30. 0:56 left in the second. Allen to Smith and Jigba, incomplete, Witherspoon on the coverage. Cole back in punt formation. A 51-yard punt by Cole, fair catch by Jones. Mayfield from the shotgun. Three-yard run by Gibbs, what on the tackle? AFC down 30. First and 20 from the 9. Shotgun. Mayfield to Gibbs, 7-yard gain, Vaughn on the tackle. Second and 13 at the 16. 0:08 in the second. Barkley with a gain of 7 on the play, Humphrey on the tackle. End of the first half, NFC 30, AFC 0.
Well, we've reached the end of the first half, and it has been all National Conference as both teams head to the dressing rooms. National Conference with a 30-0 lead. You're watching the WFL on the Replay Sports Channel, and we're at halftime. So the NFC has dominated this game in the first half. They lead it 30-0. They got started right away, scoring on the game's first possession. Kyron Williams with an 8-yard touchdown run. And then after forcing the American Conference to punt, they scored again. Bo Nix, Rookie of the Year, throwing an 11-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Smith-Jigba from Las Vegas, made it 14-0. Nick Folk has kicked 3 first-half field goals from 51, 35, and 53 yards. And then in the second quarter, Josh Allen came in relief of Bo Nix, tossed a 4-yard touchdown pass to Smith-Jigba. And for the American Conference, just not getting any offense going at all, regardless of who's a quarterback. Patrick Mahomes just 4 of 8 for 40 yards. Baker Mayfield 4 of 7 for 10 yards. Just 58 total yards for the American Conference, 268 yards for the National Conference. And time of possession, National Conference over 20 minutes of time of possession. American Conference 9 minutes 19 seconds. Kyron Williams, a big day so far for the Nationals, 9 carries for 52 yards. Jackson Smith-Jigba, 7 catches for 92 yards and 2 touchdowns. Really hard to find a bright spot for the AFC, but there's still a second half to go. In case you missed the announcement earlier, we post on social media, the WFL will be no more after the All-Star game. No fear, though. The league will still exist going into the 2026 season, but it will be renamed. So starting after today, Our football league will be known as the Action Football Alliance. And if you didn't get a chance to hear from the league commissioner, the press release that was sent out prior to kickoff So in the landmark announcement before kickoff of the league's annual All-Star game, commissioner of the 47-year-old World Football League officially unveiled a new identity for one of professional football's longest-running simulation leagues. Effective immediately, the World Football League will become the Action Football Alliance, or AFA. The rebranding represents the new evolution of the league while honoring nearly 5 decades of history, competition, and innovation. Our league has always been about more than football. It has been about creating unforgettable seasons, memorable rivalries, and championship moments through the incredible realism of action PC football. The Action Football Alliance better represents who we are today, a modern football league built on strategy, statistics, storytelling, and competition. As we begin this exciting new era, our mission remains the same, where legends rise. So if you're brand new or just checking us out for the first time, the American Football Alliance is a professional football league played entirely using the advanced simulation engine of DK Sports Action PC Football. We utilize real NFL players to produce realistic, strategic, and statistically rich football experiences. The FA has become known for combining classic football philosophies with modern analytics, creating compelling competition for football enthusiasts, simulation gamers, and viewers who appreciate strategy as much as spectacular plays. We hope to create a thrilling, strategic, and statistically rich football environment that balances realism with innovation. The Alliance features 20 professional franchises in 2 conferences of 4 divisions. There's a 14-game regular season, which is played out over 14 weeks, followed by a 12-team playoff tournament capped off by the Pantheon Bowl championship game. Games are presented with comprehensive statistics, advanced analysis through the league's exclusive broadcast partner, the Replay Sports Channel on YouTube. The teams that make up the current Alliance, the American Conference, contains the East Division, the New York Generals, the New Jersey Hitmen, Philadelphia Stars, DC Defenders, and the Baltimore Stallions. The North Division, the Chicago Fire, Detroit Wheels, Pittsburgh Maulers, St. Louis Battlehawks, and the Ohio Glory. Over in the National Conference in the West Division, we have the Los Angeles Wildcats, the Arizona Wranglers, the San Diego Fleet, the Denver Gold, and the Las Vegas Outlaws. And in the South Division, the Birmingham Americans, San Antonio Gunslingers, the Atlanta Legends, Tampa Bay Bandits, and the Memphis Express. So some things that define our league and signature events throughout the season, which you'll be able to see. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Replay Sports Channel. First big kickoff event of the season, of course, is Free Agency Frenzy. Teams compete to sign the top available talent. That's followed by the AFA Rookie Draft. Then our schedule release show will break down every week of the upcoming season, and then there is kickoff weekend. Thursday night is the opening night game between the defending Pantheon Bowl champions, opening up the season, and then ending on Monday night, where we honor the latest class members of the Hall of Fame. Week 8, which is the mid-season point of the season, it's a mid-season showcase where we highlight some of the league's premier contenders. Thanksgiving weekend, where you get to feast on a triple header of football games that Thursday. And then, of course, week 14, the conclusion of the regular season, where divisional battles are still being determined to see who goes into the playoffs. We have a lot of great programming on the Replay Sports Channel. Inside Access, we provide weekly reviews and previews of games. There is the game of the week. First half of the season is Monday Night Football, weeks 1 through 7, and then weeks 8 through 14, we have the Sunday Night Football game for you. So that's a look at what's coming up next season. And it'll be here before you know it. But we still have matters to attend to here in Tampa. The American Conference is trailing big. They'll try to rectify things here in the second half. Third quarter getting underway here in just a moment.
The kick from Folk. Shotgun formation. Mayfield with the pass to London, gain of 5, McDuffie on the tackle. Shotgun. Mayfield completes the pass to St. Brown, gain of 5, Stingley on the tackle. Second and 10. Mayfield with the pass to Ertz, gain of 8, Joseph on the tackle. Third and 2. Yard run by Mayfield, McKinney on the tackle, first down. Mayfield to Ertz, gain of 10, Joseph on the tackle, first down. Mayfield on the carry, 9-yard gain, Joseph with the tackle. Barkley on the carry, gain of 6, McKinney on the stop, first down. First and 10 at the 26. St. Brown is doubled at the line. Mayfield is intercepted by McKinney, return of 0. NFC breaks the huddle. Robinson gains 3 on the sweep, Warner with the tackle. Three-yard gain by Robinson, Simmons on the tackle. 3rd and 4 at the 21. Shotgun formation. 6-yard run by Robinson, James on the tackle, first down. Allen to Kels, incomplete, Branch with the coverage. Second and 10. Thirteen-yard gain by Robinson, James on the stop, first down. Allen at the line. Robinson on the carry, loss of 1, Branch on the tackle. Allen at the line. Six-yard gain by Robinson, Simmons with the tackle. Allen throws incomplete to Kels, Branch on the coverage. Third and 26 from the 24. Allen throws incomplete to McLaurin. Cole back in punt formation. A 42-yard punt by Cole, fair catch by Jones. Herbert from the shotgun. Herbert passes to Barkley, gain of 3, Vaughn on the tackle. Second and 7 from the 37. Herbert throws incomplete to St. Brown, Stingley on the coverage. Third and 7 from the 37. Herbert at the line. Herbert to St. Brown, gain of 4, Stingley on the tackle. Gillikin to punt. A 55-yard punt by Gillikin, no return. First and 10 at the 4. Williams on the carry, gain of 1, Warner on the tackle. Hurts calls out the signals. Hurts is sacked by Hutchinson, loss of 5, safety. Cole back in punt formation. "64-yard punt by Cole, return of 30 by Jones." Herbert from the shotgun. Herbert throws incomplete to Ertz. Second and 10 from the 46. Herbert to Barkley, gain of 1, Vaughn on the tackle. Third and 9 at the 47. Herbert passes to St. Brown, 11-yard gain, Stingley with the tackle, first down. First and 10. Herbert the ball carrier, loss of 4, fumble recovered by Herbert, AFC maintains possession. AFC down 28. Second and 14. Herbert throws incomplete to Barkley, Vaughn on the coverage. AFC down 28. Third and 14 from the 46. Herbert throws incomplete to St. Brown. Gillikin to punt. Codrington waiting inside his own 10. "46-yard punt by Gillikin, touchback." NFC ahead by 28. First and 10. Hurts the ball carrier, gain of 3, Branch on the tackle. Second and 7. Hurts throws incomplete to Cup, Witherspoon with the coverage. NFC by 28. Third and 7 from the 23. 0-40 in the third. Hurts in the shotgun. Four-yard gain by Robinson, Hutchinson on the tackle. End of the third quarter, NFC 30, AFC 2.
Telecast is copyrighted by the WFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions or accounts of the game without the WFL's consent is prohibited.
Cole from punt formation. "56-yard punt by Cole, return of 16 by Jones." Herbert from the shotgun. Herbert completes the pass to Ertz, gain of 15, Joseph on the tackle, first down. AFC down 28. Brown on the pitch, loss of 4, Garrett on the tackle. Brown split out wide. Herbert at the line. Someone jump. Possible free play for Herbert. Herbert with a 6-yard run, Vaughn with the tackle. Second and 14 from the 44. Herbert completes the pass to London, 13-yard gain, McDuffie on the tackle. Third and 1 at the 43. Brown the ball carrier, loss of 1, Vaughn with the tackle. 4th and 7 from the 49. Herbert from the pistol. Herbert to St. Brown, gain of 12, Stingley on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 37. Herbert completes the pass to London, gain of 25, Joseph on the stop, first down. Brown with the carry, no gain, Hendrickson on the tackle. AFC trailing by 28. Herbert with the pass to Ertz, incomplete, Joseph on the coverage. Third and 10 at the 12. Brown split out wide. Herbert with the pass to St. Brown, touchdown AFC. Little makes the extra point, NFC 30, AFC 9. The kick from Little is downed by Gray. First and 10 from the 25. Ertz at the line. Ertz completes the pass to Kels, gain of 11, Branch with the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 36. Ertz calls the signals. Ertz passes to McLaurin, 19-yard gain, certain 2 on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 45. I formation. Five-yard gain by Henry, Hutchinson on the tackle. Second and 5. Ertz calling signals. Henry on the carry, no gain, Williams on the tackle. Third and 5 from the 40. I formation. Ertz to McLaurin, gain of 9, certain 2 on the tackle, first down. First and 10 from the 31. Henry with a 5-yard run, Greenard on the stop. Ertz to Henry, 18-yard gain, James on the tackle, first down. NFC by 21. First and goal from the 8. I formation. NFC in no hurry. James in the box. Henry on the pitch, touchdown NFC. The kick by Folk is good, NFC 37, AFC 9. Folk with the kick. AFC trailing by 28. Shotgun. Herbert throws incomplete to London, McDuffie on the coverage. First and 10. Herbert at the line. Herbert completes the pass to London, 12-yard gain, McDuffie on the tackle, first down. Herbert throws incomplete to Ertz, Joseph with the coverage. AFC trailing by 28. Herbert throws incomplete to St. Brown, Stingley on the coverage. Third and 10 from the 42. Herbert passes to St. Brown, gain of 10, Stingley with the tackle. Fourth and inches. Herbert throws incomplete to London, McDuffie with the coverage. Nationals by 28. First and 10. 3:31 left in the game. Henry on the pitch, no gain, Williams on the tackle. Second and 10. Slow down offense. Henry on the carry, gain of 1, Williams with the tackle. Two-minute warning. and 9. I formation. Motion. "19-yard gain by Henry, Williams on the tackle, first down." NFC 37, AFC 9.
And the final from Tampa. The National Conference dominate the American Conference by a score of 37-9. Your Replay Sports Channel player of the game goes to wide receiver Jackson Smith-Jigba. The wide receiver from Las Vegas finished the night with 7 catches, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that wraps up another season in the WFL, and now we become the Action Football Alliance. So thank you so much again for watching this season as we prepare for a brand new season coming soon. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next year.